Chapter 1, Blood in the Mailbox. The body lay in a clearing just east of Gregory. Behind a collapsing farmhouse strangled by vines, someone had arranged the girl in a rotting lawn chair. Arms duct taped to the rests, legs crossed at the ankle like she'd volunteered to wait there. Her chin tilted back at an unnatural angle, staring into the overcast sky. But her eyes weren't gazing. They were frozen open, still wet, still watching. Savannah stood at the edge of the yellow tape, her coat clutched shut with one hand, the other gripping a styrofoam cup of gas station coffee. She hadn't tasted it yet. She wouldn't. Not here. Levi approached from behind, footsteps soft in the frost-hardened grass. "Me just finished his prelim," he said. "Female. 9 years old. No ID." Savannah didn't look away from the girl. "How long's she been dead?" 12 hours. Maybe less. Savannah exhaled through her nose. The cold didn't bother her. Not anymore. It was the pose that did. The girl's limbs were clean, fingertips severed, ribbon tied around the left ankle, bright red, fresh enough to bleed against the pale skin. "Just like the photo." "Where was she found?" Savannah asked. Local hiker reported the smell. "Thought it was a deer carcass?" "It isn't." "No." They stood in silence as the wind dragged itself through the field. A crow watched from a broken silo. The sky hung like wet wool. "We got anything?" she asked. "No prints. No tire tracks. No shoe impressions that aren't ours. This place is a vacuum." "No message?" Levi hesitated. "Not yet. It's coming," Savannah said. She stepped under the tape, walked slow. Closer now, she could see the dried mucus under the girl's nose, the slight tear line under one eye. Her neck was angled too far to the left, maybe broken post-mortem to match the photo exactly. It wasn't Bobby, but it could have been. The same lips, the same slope of cheek. The shirt was pink with a glitter unicorn. Savannah had bought the same one for Bobby 2 Christmases ago, at a mayor in Howell. She crouched. "You were made," she whispered. Not born, not found, made. The night before had been ordinary as her life allowed. Savannah had woken early. She always did. Dreams came only when she let herself sleep too long, and they never ended well. The photo in the red envelope had arrived without warning, without context, just sitting in the mailbox like a snake in a shoebox. A Polaroid. Her daughter bound, gagged, crying. Except it wasn't her. Not quite. The resemblance was surgical, the lighting deliberate, the eyes terrified in a way Bobby never allowed herself to be. Savannah had known instantly. This wasn't a threat. It was a message. She had called Levi that morning, her voice flat, measured. "It's starting," she told him. "You sure?" "I've never been more sure." Now under the dim gray sky, Savannah watched the text photograph the girl's body from a dozen angles. The local sheriff was already making noise about jurisdiction. But no one dared get between her and this scene, not with that look in her eyes. She turned to Levi. "We need Angela. I want a timeline. I already called her." "Good." She handed him the coffee she hadn't touched. He took it without question. "You think this is connected to Pinckney?" he asked. Savannah's eyes narrowed. "It's not just connected." She looked back at the girl. "It's a sequel."